Oh man, Titanic. It's such a legendary movie. James Cameron really outdid himself with this one. Not only is it a breathtaking love story set against one of the most famous maritime disasters in history, but it's also filled with unforgettable moments and visuals that make it stick with you. Alright, here we go. The movie starts in the present day with treasure hunter Brock Lovett and his crew searching the wreck of the Titanic for a priceless diamond called the Heart of the Ocean. They find a drawing of a young woman wearing the diamond, and when it's shown on TV, this elderly woman, Rose, played by Gloria Stewart, calls in and says, "Hey, that's me." And boom, we're transported back to 1912. Cue the epic flashback. Rose DeWitt Bukater, played by Kate Winslet, is this wealthy young woman trapped in a life she hates, engaged to this arrogant rich guy, Cal Hockley, Billy Zane. Her life seems perfect from the outside, but inside, she's suffocating. Then we meet Jack Dawson, Leonardo DiCaprio, a free-spirited artist who wins a third-class ticket onto the Titanic in a poker game. Jack is everything Rose isn't. He's carefree, adventurous, and living life on his own terms. Now, Rose is not having a great time on this unsinkable ship. She's so desperate to escape her life that she nearly jumps off the back of the ship. But Jack swoops in and saves her, and this is where the magic begins. There's this instant chemistry between them. Jack is like a breath of fresh air in Rose's stifling world, and she starts to realize there's so much more to life than what she's been trapped in. The scenes between Jack and Rose are iconic. Who can forget the moment on the bow of the ship where Jack takes Rose's hands, and she spreads her arms wide, proclaiming, "I'm flying, Jack." The ocean stretches out before them, the wind is in their hair, and for a moment, they're free from all the societal pressures and expectations. It's pure cinematic magic. Of course, things can't stay perfect for long. Cal gets wind of Jack and Rose's growing closeness, and he's not happy about it. He's controlling, possessive, and just an all-around jerk. There's a lot of drama as Jack and Rose try to navigate their blossoming romance under Cal's watchful eye. They sneak around the ship, sharing stolen moments, like that super steamy scene in the car down in the cargo hold, windows fogged up and all. But then, tragedy strikes. The Titanic hits that infamous iceberg, and everything goes downhill fast. The chaos that ensues is terrifying. People are scrambling, lifeboats are filling up, and you get this overwhelming sense of doom. Jack and Rose are running through the ship, trying to stay together amid all the panic. Meanwhile, Cal's just being awful. He even tries to frame Jack for theft, but Rose isn't having any of it. She chooses Jack, even as the world is literally sinking around them. As the ship starts to go under, the scenes are absolutely harrowing. The band plays on, trying to calm the passengers, but the water is rising, and the realization that the Titanic is doomed sets in. One of the most gut-wrenching moments is when the ship breaks in half and people are tossed into the freezing ocean. Jack and Rose cling to each other, but the water is so cold and so deadly. And then, there's that scene. Jack and Rose are floating in the icy water, clinging to a piece of debris. Rose lies on top, while Jack stays in the water, knowing he probably won't make it. He tells her to never let go, and it's just heartbreaking. Jack sacrifices himself so that Rose can live. The shot of her letting go of Jack's hand as he sinks into the depths? Ugh, it gets you every time. The movie closes with Rose, now safe but heartbroken, holding on to Jack's memory. In the end, she throws the heart of the ocean, the diamond, into the sea, letting go of her past and honoring Jack's memory. And then, in the final dreamlike sequence, we see Rose reunited with Jack on the grand staircase of the Titanic, surrounded by everyone who was lost that night. It's a beautiful and bittersweet ending that leaves you with all the feels. Titanic is not just a love story, it's an epic tale of survival, sacrifice, and what it means to truly live. Even though we know how the story of the Titanic ends, the way Cameron weaves Jack and Rose's romance through it makes you feel every moment. The visuals, the emotions, the grandeur, this movie is one for the ages.